Hi guys, so it's time for another episode of Is It Worth the Hype? And today we're talking about two products that are all over your Instagram and YouTube feed, the TIRTIR Viral Cushion Foundation and Inde new tinted lip balms. Let's go. Okay, first up, I want to say I'm super excited about this Is It Worth the Hype video because these are products that I have been dying to try, okay? So I got these in PR in my last unboxing video. I will link it here if you haven't watched it. I did not try them deliberately because I was like, I want to do it on camera and see like my first impressions and stuff like that because I've loved the OG one and my only complaint with that one was that it's not tinted, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna start with this. This is the Inde Wild Dewy Lip Treatment. We have two tints. The pink one is called Wedding Rose, which is the pink tinted one. Then we have more of a metallic shade, which is called Glazed Jalebi. Love the names, first up. And yeah, we're gonna try both of these and see how they look. So this one is the OG one that I've talked about. I've used this a lot. I've bought this a lot. It is definitely one of the best lip balms out there, which is why I'm excited for these. I feel like the pink one is going to be more my thing. This I feel is great over lipsticks. Like if you wear a lot of matte lipsticks like me, it might be nice to kind of flare it. You know what I mean? So firstly, I love the tubes. They're nice big tubes and they're just really easy to apply on the go. Like if you're, out and about and you just want to kind of apply it, really nice. And the consistency of the balm, ooh, it's really pink. Like I quite like it. It's quite pink. I'm tempted to see what this looks like. It does taste like rose as well. So it's also flavored. It's not just the color. So you can definitely see the tint. Like it's definitely pinker than like the original. Obviously had no color and it was just like a clear balm. This definitely has a pink tint. It does have a bit of a rose flavoring. I'm not a fan of rose as a flavor, to be honest with you personally. So not loving that, but I don't mind it because I'm really liking the pink. It's nice and subtle. It's perfect for like everyday wear if you don't want to layer it with something else. You know what I mean? What do you guys think? Next up, we have the Jalebi one, which I think is very metallic. Yeah. I'm not someone that does a lot of gold kind of stuff unless I'm like wearing Indian clothes or that kind of stuff. So this is going to be more of a layering thing for me. Okay, I'll tell you what I'm loving about this one is the glitter. There are bits of glitter inside, which is really kind of nice and gives it like this luxe lipstick kind of a feel, even though it's a balm. And I do feel like this is going to be amazing layered with a lipstick. So let's try that. So I just put like a reddish darker balm and I'm just going to put this over. I will be using my finger because I don't like the lipstick on the tube and then it wrecks the tube. So tip for you guys, if you're doing a balm over a lipstick, do this or wipe your tube after. But I feel like this is a better, more controlled way of doing it. And your lipstick also doesn't like kind of spread then, if you know what I mean. So you can see how it's instantly transformed this basic matte lip into a really like luxe looking lipstick or something that would be great with like an Indian outfit or for a night out. If you're looking for that shimmer plus hydration over a lipstick, which you don't really get normally, this is amazing. Like I'm loving that. Like that is what I would use this for. Like I'm not someone that would walk around with, glittery lips in the day, but this for the night, I am loving. Okay, so I'm just going to actually do the original on my top lip and the pink one on my bottom lip just so you guys can compare and see the difference because, I mean, I know I use the original a lot and I can see the difference, but just for you in case you've never tried the original, I'm going to do that as well. I find it so hard to not smack my lips. Like I always have a habit of smacking my lips right after I put on anything on my lips. So I'm trying so hard not to mix them. Okay, so the top one has just the original. The bottom one has the rose one. Can you see the difference? It's definitely much pinker. Like this has got no color. Whatever pinkness you're seeing on the top is from my actual lip color. It's just a clear, original lip balm. This one is definitely quite pink and I am digging it. What about you? Waited to do that. I can't control myself. So this lip balm is one of the best lip balms out there, okay? You guys have seen me talk about my Burt's Bees Rose Lip Balm for years. I think this is the only balm that I love as much as that one, or comes into a close second for me, I'd say. Because it just really does the job. Like if you're in extreme cold climate, if your lips are really dry and chapped, it really helps with that hydration. And even at night, if you want to use it as a lip treatment, it works fantastically like the original. And that's something I've used a lot and loved. And as I said, the only thing lacking for me was the fact that it was not tinted. So my vote definitely goes to this one, the rose one, because I feel it's a beautiful color. And even the metallic one honestly is great for, as I said, over lipsticks to kind of give it that luxe, shiny, night, glittery look. If you want to kind of have a hydration plus, you know, shimmer, it's a great way to kind of elevate your lipsticks with that. But for me, my favorite has to be this one. And as I said, hands down, one of the best lip balms, whatever ingredients they have, everything has always worked for me. And I think you're going to be seeing me using this one a lot. So price-wise, these are pretty pricey, but the tubes are pretty big, as you can see. The OG is $7.99, so 800 rupees, and these are $8.99. So just for 100 rupees more, you're getting a tinted version. If you're someone that wants to only use the tinted version, then obviously you want to go for this and not this. Or if you're someone that wears your lipstick or tints under, then obviously you can, you know, stick with this as well. That's what I used to do, and I absolutely love this. Like, you guys have seen me use this a lot because it's fantastic. So coming to the question, is it worth the hype? It totally is, okay? The OG was worth the hype, and so are the tinted ones. Loving them. Then we have this guy, okay? Now, I don't think there has ever been a more viral foundation than this foundation. This is the TIRTIR Mask Fit Red Cushion Foundation. It is like Korean, and I really wanted to buy this actually in Seoul. I wanted to go to their store, but somehow it slipped my mind, and then we weren't in the same area again, and I didn't really see it. And then I came back and I was like, you know, it's here. It's on Nykaa, it's on Tira, it's everywhere. And on one of my last orders, I had like a voucher and an offer. So I was like, might as well order it now and try it. I will say, if the hardest thing with this is figuring out your shade, okay? Now, I don't know if I got the right shade. I've got 13C, which is fair. There are about 30 shades, I think, in India that you can see. This is definitely the only K-beauty foundation that has so many shades. I have to say that. You guys know I've used the Laneige one for years. I love that. I'm probably going to compare these two just to kind of get an indicator of what I like better. But I have to say, shade-wise, I have seen nothing close to this. Like, they were called out and they did a fantastic job of coming up with so many shades that everybody can try this. So they do have a thing online, like a filter that kind of shows you and suggests your shade basis the survey that you do and stuff like that. Now, I don't know how accurate it is. We will find out. So I got the mini because, again, I wasn't sure of my shade, and I was like, I don't want to get the bigger one and, you know, be stuck with it. The mini is 1200, and I think the bigger one is 2000-ish. So yeah, this was 1200. It's a little small, but it's actually perfect to carry in your handbag, or if you're someone that uses small bags, then I think it's perfect for you. Pretty like this. You've got, you know, the sponge, tiny sponge, and then you have the actual foundation here, which we will be opening. Packaging looks nice. I like the red color, and it's got a nice mirror as well. It's small, but usable, you know what I mean? And I'm sure there's a film on the mirror also. I love to do this, guys. I love to take out all the plastics on everything new. So yeah, I mean, the mirror is really tiny, but so is the whole foundation. I mean, just for scale, I'll compare it to my Laneige one. So probably the bigger size is closer to this one. This is my, you know, Laneige one, which is not a mini, and it's a big one. But yeah, let's see what it's like. I am very tempted to try this. Moment of truth. Let's try it. Another paper to remove. Okay. It does look really tiny, actually. I mean, even the sponge is really tiny. I feel like if you're someone that loves the foundation, then maybe get both sizes, the big and the mini. Keep the mini in your handbag for like touch-ups and stuff. But I would say use the bigger one, easier, you know, for application and stuff. I'm gonna first put one bit here and see if I got the right shade. I mean, it seems okay. I can't really tell in the tiny mirror because, as you know, I'm half blind. I will need to take a look at the other side as well once I do this. I definitely feel like it's looking a bit more white than usual. Like this side is looking slightly whiter than this side. I don't know, can you tell? Like it is whitewashing me a bit, I feel. Not sure. With the tiny mirror, I can't really tell. But the coverage is actually great. Like it has really covered quite a bit. Definitely more superior than the one I use. Is much lighter. This is much more foundation-y. Like the Laneige one I use is definitely, I feel, more seamless and lighter. I am gonna kind of, I think, do half the face and do half the face with that to kind of see if you see a difference, if you know what I mean. Okay, I'm gonna take the bigger mirror because I cannot see anything. So I have kind of done half my face, like this side, and I'm quite happy. Like it definitely looks like I'm wearing some foundation. Like it's not like it feels like skin, but it's quite light and the coverage is pretty good. Like you can see here, even though I've not really done my under eye properly and stuff, but it's definitely much brighter. Or the redness, the rosacea, the spots have kind of gone on this side. Can you see? Half done, half not done. And now I'm going to try my Laneige one on this side just to give you context so you can see what the difference is like. So the Laneige one is much bigger and that full size one will probably be more like this. I do feel like the Laneige is a little more yellow and this is a little more white. Actually, no. They're quite similar, I would say. I don't know. I just used this one for so long that I feel like this is something that I know works and it looks much lighter. That is what I love about the Laneige one. Like it doesn't look like you're wearing foundation. You know what I mean? Let's see if we can tell the difference. Okay, here we go. It's very close. I will say this. It is very close. I do feel like this side is definitely lighter and more natural. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but like in person, that's the vibe I'm getting. When I look in the mirror, this side has great coverage. So if you're looking for more coverage, this is amazing. In terms of a shade match, I think it's done a very good job. Honestly, I thought it was white when I kind of put it on initially, but it has settled very well. If you look at it probably like this, you can't really tell much of a difference. I can just tell basis the texture, the formulation, and in terms of what I'm seeing in person, I feel like the Laneige one I use is a little lighter in terms of consistency and coverage and all of that, which is why I love it, because I'm someone that likes to not feel like I'm wearing foundation even if I'm wearing foundation. And that's what I feel cushion foundation is kind of meant for. It's meant to be lighter, not cakey and all of that. Not saying that this is cakey, but if I were to compare it to just this one, it's heavier on coverage, but it's definitely good. Now coming to the most important question, is it worth the hype? I'm gonna say yes. And I have two reasons for that. Number one, we don't have a lot of cushion foundation options available in India. Like the Laneige one, I'm still like petitioning to get it here. I have to buy it when I travel or get someone to carry it when like the refills when they're traveling, because it's not easily available. This is pretty much available across all platforms now. And for me, I think cushion foundation is my favorite kind of format of foundation. The second reason I love this is the number of shades they have, okay? It's harder to find the right shade, yes, but they have a crazy range for every, skin tone, which I think is pretty amazing. And you don't usually find that across cushion foundation. So credit where credit is due. I definitely think it's worth the hype, and there's a reason everybody's talking about it. I like the coverage as well. If I wanted like a heavier foundation, I would probably go in with this one. I do feel like I might do a warmer, more like yellow undertone shade, slightly maybe more in the ivory format like my Laneige one. This is the shade the filter recommended, and it's not done a really bad job, but if your shade is a little complicated, you might find it hard online. I would say if you find an offline option, definitely always better for any kind of foundation. I always feel that. But yeah, worth the hype and find the right shade and then you'll love it. So guys, those were the 2 products that I am trying in today's episode. Comment below and tell me if you have any other viral super hype products that you want me to try and review. I feel like both these products worked really well for me and I'm going to be using them quite a bit. If you have used them, comment below and let me know your thoughts as well. Give the video a thumbs up and share it, and obviously subscribe and do all the things obviously. See you guys. Bye.